Hey y'all, and welcome to this energy check-in. And as always, check out my description box below. And what you'll see in my description box is why I'm using the current tarot deck I'm using. It's called Next World Tarot. And it's all about the shift in energy that we're coming into. And it's about worldwide collective and us all becoming one unit. And what I mean by one unit is one like-mindedness. And it's us coming together that is needed and is necessary to transform the world that we live in. We all play a role in that. A lot of us even feel like we're kind of a misfit with the world that we're experiencing right now. That's only because the world is not at where it needs to be. And we're showing the world where it needs to be. And we're the example of that. And when we become the example of that, people will want to join. Because they'll see the energy that we resonate at. And that's how we're going to raise Earth vibration, because we're going to be at a higher frequency, and then all these lower frequencies that are currently controlling the world won't even affect people, because it'll be at a different frequency than we resonate at. And all those lower frequencies are going to be exposed for what it is, because we're going to be more consciously aware, because we're going to be more connected to our essence. If you don't know how to be connected to your essence, by all means, get some ultimate life coaching from me, or even Casey or Brittany. We're here to show you how to be connected. Yes, the Union Package and Master Program are necessary before you can get those coachings. Because you have to learn how to do work on yourself properly before other people can even help you. If you don't know how to be connected, then find out how to be connected. We're not here to keep you asleep. We're here to wake you up so you can be empowered within. That's why I'm switching over to Next World Tarot, is that it's going to show you how empowered you are. Because you are different. We are different because we are meant to be different, to show people how they are truly supposed to be. And right now the world's not quite there, so we are different. And we're going to take different action steps than that have been played out in the last centuries. Last centuries have not served the world well. It's been destroying the world. But slowly, because if they didn't want to do it all at once, because if they did, you would have been woken by the extreme measures they took to destroy you and the world you live in. But it's far too long that's been going on for that we have allowed them to actually destroy the world that we're living in. And they knew that you're the ones that would be doing it. They don't want to do it, but they basically have mind fucked you so that you feel like you don't have any power. And that they're more powerful than you are. Well, there's less than 1% of them, folks. That means there's a vast majority of us that have surrendered power to programming that these elite people have sent out through television, radio, newspapers, whatnot, to mind fuck you, thinking that you have enough power that's greater than the power that they perceive to have over us. Now, mind you, there's less than 1% of them. So just the collective energy itself is far greater than them. And mind you, the power that they operate at is a very low vibe. What I mean by that, very low energy. Just the energy that you resonate in is far greater than the energy they resonate in. But they want you to surrender your power over to them, because that's the only way they can fuck you over and manipulate you and control you. It's gone on far too long that they fucked us over. It's up to us to rise into our power. And yeah, if you try to do it individually, you won't succeed. And that's why they wanted to keep us separated. Because if we come into unity conscious and actually work together, there's no way they can fuck us over. Because there's far greater of us than them. And it's really up to you to step into your power instead of allowing them to control you. If you're allowing other people to control you and manipulate you and thinking that they have your best interest in mind, this world is going to be just fucking destroyed. And you sitting back and doing nothing, you're part of the problem. If you want to become part of the solution, then you take action with what you're here for. Not allowing people to fuck you over and manipulate and control you. You're far greater than that. You are far greater than that. You are far greater than that. That's what I love about this new deck that I'm using, because it's really going to show us. Oh, look at that. This is kind of covering what showed up in the prior reading. Oh, look at it. It's you two working together. If you don't know what I'm going on about, look at my previous post, and I'll have it in my description box below. In fact, I'll be carrying it forward from here on out so that people can know why I'm using Next World Tarot to actually dive into the current energies that are going to empower the collective. But the power comes from within you first. If you're not doing the work on yourself, there's no way you could transform the world, because you have to transform yourself first. And if you're going to transform yourself first, then you're showing other people how they could do it for themselves too. That's what the work is so important for, because it's meant to show others. I feel like I'm just redoing the reading I did prior, but it's coming out a little bit differently. And obviously, the message that was delivered before is highly important, because it's coming pretty much through again. So the pair is coming out first, and we're going to kind of cover that. Look, folks. Look. If you don't know what I'm going on about with this, look at the previous reading I did about why we're doing Next World Tarot and why we're so important and why we're here in the first place and the work that we're doing and why the work we are doing is so important. I think I'm going to draw another card. Look at this. I already know what to say about this. I don't even know what to say about this. Why I'm saying that is, it's about us. And then we show up as the solution to this whole situation. I've been going on about this for a long time. But to show up in the reading itself, in a new deck, mind you, it's a message for us, folks. It's the message for us. Why we really are here. It's not just about our person. It's about the energy that we share with them. And it starts from within us that we're able to transform the world, right? That's what we're here for, is to transform the world. And I'm just gonna dive further into this reading. Anyways, remember I was talking about prior in my previous reading. If you don't know what reading I'm talking about, it's in my description box below. But about the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and how both those energies are necessary for the transformation, not only within us, but the world that we're living in. Transformation, this card is all about transformation right here. And if you want to learn more about this card right here too, look at the reading I posted about this deck I'm using, Next World Tarot. And you could watch that video. In fact, I strongly encourage you to watch that, because you'll understand why this deck is so important right now. Because it's going to further express what we're here for and the energies that we reside in. And it's really up to you if you want to resonate in those energies, because it's you that makes it possible for you. So you're either going to be part of the solution or you're going to be part of the problem. It's really up to you what energy you want to resonate in. I'm going to make that very clear to you, because we are important. We got this extreme energy within us for a reason. It's up to you what you want to do with the energy within you and what you want to do with it. If you want to blame it on government that they're far too great than us, we give power to the government, mind you. If it wasn't for us, government wouldn't even have power. Government is beneath us when it comes to energy level wise. They're supposed to be representing us. If you feel like the government has power over us, then we need a paradigm shift. We need to change our thinking. We need to change the way we go about doing our lives. Government is us. Government is us. If we perceive that it's some other authority out there, then we surrender our power to something outside of ourselves, when the power resides within us. And look at this. The masculine energies getting more in tune with their intuition, their inner guidance. And before, masculines are meant to be more 3D to kind of ground the feminine energy. But the feminine energy is getting more in tune with the masculine energy too. Because it's all about balancing out that masculine and feminine energy within the connection. And you can see the feminine energy is carrying that sword. A lot of times, the feminine thought that she was superior to the masculine because she wasn't even being truthful with herself, because she felt that the inner world was far greater than the inner world of her masculine, but they mirrored each other. Now it's about using those energies and combine so that we have the power within us to actually transform the world, regardless if we're in union or not. Because physical union is not the outcome that we're here for. We're here to change this world. If you focus on your person, you focus on the wrong thing. You should be focused on yourself, because you know that the inner world is what we need to transform the world around us. That's what's really showing up in this Ace of Cups here. It's that inner transformation. It's going to transform the world. That's why the lilies are here. The world is a mess. The world is a mess. And lotuses grow in muddy waters. This world is a mess. And lotuses are beautiful, and they're all about transformation. So this inner work that we're doing is necessary to show the world how they do the inner work too, so they can help us transform the world. But we have to show them how to do it first. If you're not doing it yourself first, then it's going to be impossible for you to show others how to do it too. So the inner work that you're doing is 100% important. Not only for yourself, but for the world we're living in. Because we're basically paving the way for others to do it for themselves too. Because otherwise, they're going to be stuck in this Ten of Swords. And that's what we're seeing the world in right now, is Ten of Swords energy. It's not a good energy, folks. A lot of people are in pain. They're losing everything that they worked hard for. But they're also, Ten of Swords is a death moment. Then when you come to death, you have transformation. And at that point is when we can transform the world into the energy it's supposed to be in. Not this energy, folks. Not this energy right here, but this energy we're supposed to be in. It's an either or. We live in a dualistic world. What energy do you want the world to be in? This energy or this energy? And right now, the world is dying. People are losing their jobs. Pollution's out of control. California's up in flames. Used to be a state of abundance. And right now, it lost its abundance because of choices they made. It's because of choices they made. They're raping their karma, folks. They're reaping their karma. And if you don't like what happened to California, then change your ways. Because if you see California burning up and going down in flames, they're a representation of what's going to happen to the whole world unless we change our way. Because this has happened down in South America, mind you, a lot. But South America, winter transformations changed that. But we don't see that in the news now, do we, folks? That's not covered by the mainstream media. They don't want you to know about those changes that they did. Because they want to start to manipulate and control you. Because that's where they get the power, is from you. Nowhere else but you. And it's up to you if you want to continue to give your power over to them or not. Because everything that they perceive to give us, we could give to ourselves and then multiply that. Right now, we're settling for the crumbs that are given to us. Mind you, they give us crumbs. They give us crumbs. You're worth more than crumbs. That's why we're stuck in this energy right now. Because we surrender our power over to this perceived system that's supposed to serve us. But all they do is rob us. They steal from us, folks. They steal from us. That's why we're stuck in this energy. Because it's meant for us to transform out of this energy that they want to control and manipulate us. So we can live in abundance, but abundance has to come from within us, not from outside of us. We're not going to be looking outside of us anymore for these perceived authorities that are there for us. They're not there for us. They're there for themselves. They're there for themselves. Nothing else but themselves. And we're going to show the world that we don't need them. We don't. We don't need them. They need us. Definitely. It's like a pyramid, folks. They're at the top of the pyramid. And we're the one to support them. And it's up to us not to surrender our power to them anymore. It's time for us to wake up to that fact. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't have any power. But we surrendered our power to them for far too long. Far too long. That's why we're in this energy right now. And they want us to be in this energy, because then they can continue to rob us and make us impoverished. Because right now, this is a lack mentality. This is about being impoverished by world leaders. They're taking our power away. That's why we feel at a loss. And we don't feel this way. We live in a dualistic world, folks. What energy do you want to reside in? It's up to you. What energy do you want to reside in? Do you want to be abundant in all things? Or do you want to continue to feel impoverished and surrender your control to perceived authority? Now, mind you, I use the word perceived because it's all about illusion. They don't have any power, folks. We do. It's us that has the power. And then they rob us of our power. And then they tell us lies to our face, saying that they have our best interests in mind when they don't. And they never will. Let me make this straight to you and clear to you. They never will have our best interests in mind. They never will have our best interests in mind. They come up with they have plans, folks. Plans well in advance in the future. These plans that they're carrying out now, they've been working on way before they actually implemented them. One thing, they're well aware of the energies that this world operates in. And they could tap into those energies and forecast things that are going to happen before they happen so they could plan for them. Then they could sabotage it. Now it's up to us to forecast those energies so we can be empowered instead of relying on them to actually rob. But we're here to show the world what energy we're really supposed to be in. We're not made to surrender our power and control over to a perceived authority. Authority is already within us. We have everything we need within us. We don't have to look outside of ourselves for someone else to fulfill that need. So it being, we talked about being self-employed, about not having to be part of a corporation for their benefits, mind you. They leave all benefits. The only thing that's benefiting is themselves, because they give you such a small package, and that in those packages, all it is designed is to even get more money from you, and the money they take from you and they give in return is peanuts. It's just another way of them stealing from us. If you're not even aware of that for yourself, then you got a lot more to learn about. I'm not even trying to be derogative with that. It's just coming into awareness of the energy the world operates in currently right now. If we want to transform that energy, we have to be empowered and break down those old systems that don't serve us very well. This is what we're doing here with the Page of Swords here. And mind you, pages are just the beginning. And in this beginning, it's going to break down those old paradigms. Because we're breaking down the illusion of those old paradigms. This fence represents an illusion. We're seeing that we're more powerful than that fence of illusion. Because it's a veil. It's a veil. And we're here to break down that veil of illusion so that we can be empowered. Then we're going to be in control of situations instead of situations controlling us. And we're going to show the world what the real truth is. That's why she's carrying a sword and it's in an upright. We're here to break down old paradigms so we can show the world how to be and who we really are. It's not our materials that make us, it's ourselves. We don't need anything outside of ourselves. Yeah, we're here to enjoy our experience here on Earth, but all these experiences are just that. They're just experiences. They're not us. We are us. And then everything else outside of ourselves is made it so we can enjoy our experiences here. But our experiences don't control us. We're in control of our experiences. That's why she's on top of that vehicle. A lot of people pride themselves on their possessions and thinking that their possessions are what make them who they are. It's the other way around, folks. It's the other way around. But right now, the world is under the illusion that their possessions empower them and make them who they are. It's the other way around. It's because of who we are, we're able to enjoy the abundance here. But our abundance is not us. Our abundance is a representation of the energy within us. Our abundance isn't us. Our abundance isn't us. It's an energetic representation of who we are. Our abundance is an energetic representation of who we are. Our abundance is just an energetic representation of who we are. That's all it is. This 3D world is just a mirror of our internal world. That's why it's so important to do work. Because if we want to transform the world, we got to be that transformation first. We have to be that transformation first. We have to be that transformation first. We have to be abundant first before we expect the world to be. We have to be that abundance first before we can even see the world be that abundant. The world is already abundant. The earth is abundant itself. The earth is abundant. The earth supplies way more than we need. I can guarantee that. It'll always cycle through the things that we need. It's about our perception that needs to change about that. We can't rely on the lies they tell us, think that we're in lack here. We're not. The world is abundant. It will always supply everything that we need. And it's up to us to embrace that. We can't embrace their lies. It's up to you how you want to perceive the world. Whose goggles do you want to see it through? Your inner world or the lies that you want to project to us? What do you want to believe for yourself? Because if you really want to step into your power, which is really showing up in this Queen of Cups, if you really want to step into your power and be abundant, and mind you, look at this. I'm seeing you being more in tune with your alien being. This is another dimension of ourselves. And yeah, our alien being is far greater than our human being. Our alien being is far greater than a human being. But it's just another experience of our essence. Our essence is far greater than any experience that we can have. Because they're just experiences. Mind you, look at this king. Look at how many experiences this king is in representing. He's embracing a lot of different experiences at once. He's allowing things to be as they are. He's not holding back things. He's expressing himself no matter how people may view him. He's free to be himself. He's a free sovereign being. He's expressing that in this card. He's a free sovereign being. He doesn't care about how other people may view him because it doesn't matter. Perceptions don't matter. Perceptions come from ego, and ego just runs on a program. It's a program. And where are talking about programs? Where do programs come from? Those that are trying to control and manipulate us. And he's already set himself free from those programs, saying, fuck off programs, I'm who I am. It doesn't matter how you perceive me. I'm going to live my life the way I'm meant to live my life. It doesn't matter about perceptions. It does not matter about perceptions. You are who you are, and that's 100% the way you're supposed to be. You are who you are, and that's 100% who you're supposed to be. Nothing less than, nothing more than that. You're just authentically who you are. And it doesn't matter how people view you. What your experiences here on earth are the experience you're here for. Just nothing less or more than that. It's an experience, folks. An experience. You're not disempowered by your experience. You are who you are because you chose to have this experience, because you're here to show the world. It doesn't matter who I am. I'm perfectly fine the way I am. It doesn't matter how other people view me. You are who you are in this experience for a reason and a purpose. Mind you, you're so a perfect match to your person. It doesn't matter who you are individually. You are who you are. You're made to show the world that your connection with your person doesn't matter about how other people perceive you. It does not matter. You are who you are for a purpose. You serve that purpose and role, and you live it to the full potential of it. And that's the power within you. And all the work I have for you is to help you become that. It's a tool for you to step into your full power. It's up to you to take action with that. So you can help the world become abundant the way it's supposed to be. It's up to you how you want this world to be, because it's all up to you. I'm to show the world to be abundant. We're here to transform the world from this to this. We're here to transform the world from this to this. We're here to transform the world from this to this. It's up to us, folks, what we want to do. Do we want to take the action steps to help the world to transform? Then we have to transform ourselves first, so we can be the experience and examples to show people how they could do it for themselves too. Well, I love you a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.